as part of its effort to be recognized as #1 organization that complies with the Practice of Freedom of Information Act 2011. The National Commission for Colleges of Education had organized a one-day awareness workshop for its staff in Abuja on effective implementation of Freedom of Information Act 2011. While addressing the participants, the chairman of the Committee of NCCE on Freedom of Information, Mr. Ahmed Isaac Oche, and the representative of the Executive Secretary of NCCE, Mr. Lawrence Aramu, have this to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a welcome address by the chairman, NCCE FOI Committee. It is my great pleasure to welcome the Executive Secretary, NCCE, Professor Pauline Chijioke, the management staff and resource person to a one-day awareness sensitization workshop for NCCE staff on the effective implementation of FOI Act 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, this gathering would not have been possible without God and the dynamic leadership prowess of the Executive Secretary, NCCE, who gave express approval and the required support towards achieving the set objective by the committee. This by implication following the 2022 FOI ranking that rated NCCE as the 7th FOI most compliant organization in the country among the 250 MPAs considered for that year. All thanks to our God-sent result-oriented Executive Secretary who sleep and wake up brainstorming on workable strategies that will enhance the standard of teacher preparation for the FOI 2011 and sensitizing them in this regard for successful application of the Act. This is the core of awareness raising, and it is what the FOI committee aims to achieve. Anticipated outcome. This workshop is expected to enhance opportunities to develop, encourage, and nurture staff, increase availability of effective knowledge-based information on FOI Act 2011, increase opportunities to encourage and support behavior modification towards positive work environment, increase awareness on how to handle and manage information for enhanced productivity that promote mutual interface among the staff and unity for purposeful development. Based on the above, I therefore urge us to devote all sense of commitment as it promises to be an eye-opener for our collective good and progress. One of the many benefits is to promote acceptable image among all states of our teaching and learning institutions. Information properly harvested, processed, and disseminated with understanding feedback remains the power of reasoning and imagination that reactivate development of minds in our collective drives for positive growth. This effort is to ensure the effective delivery of FOI Act 2011 as a policy of the government of Nigeria towards proper dissemination of information amongst our citizens to curb fake news and hate speeches. Participants are urged to pay attention to enable comprehension as the purpose for the training is expected to be result-oriented. Thank you for coming, and may God bless us as we...
First of all, let me start by saying that NCCE is #1 in Nigeria. Well, we just started by being #7 this year, this current year. But I want to assure you that by next year, we will be #1 in Nigeria. Why do I say that? At the beginning of this year, the FOI committee blazed the trail by inviting desk officers from various college education in Nigeria and gathered them for a workshop. in Abuja, in the Nasarawa state, and the turnout was so huge. To my best knowledge, no other parastatal in Federal Ministry of Education has done this year, and this is a welcome development. And now coming home, the desk officer were asked to go and replicate what they learned there. But I've been wondering, if you are asking people to go and train their people there and you neglect your own, then it is not good. So this workshop is welcome, better late than never. So I hope that at the end of this workshop, so many things will be unearthed about the Freedom of Information Act 2011. The FOI Act 2011 is aimed at free flow of information from the practitioners to the citizenry, to the people. In the olden days, let me start by saying that the upper form was not open before. It was what's called confidential. Once your boss once you are rated, you don't have access to it. But the development that it transited to become open upper form, where you can have your comment after your boss has made a remark or you have rated you. And so we are getting to that at the global level or at the national level, that information should be readily made available to the people you are serving. We are called public servant. Public servant means we are at the mercy, we are serving the public, we are ministering to the public. And so if you are ministering to the public, there is no need for you to hide any information from them. However, I want to stand a note of warning. We should be careful the type of information we divulge. I am this sincere. It is not all information. Maybe a secretary has coded the director of finance and finance. Sorry, for me making you as an example. And you now go and broadcast it all over NCCE and say, I just jumped into the office of the secretary today. I saw him scolding this. In fact, he was wiping his face. That's not information. That is rumor mongering. And rumor mongering in the public service attracts severe penalty. So we should not type of emotion with it. Even when somebody approach you, there are cogent steps you must take before you divulge that information. You cannot just on your own give information out. There must be official permission. If somebody
On the final note, the participants were urged to always represent the image of National Commission for Colleges of Education through effective implementation of freedom of information. Queen Esther Ape, ENTV, Abuja.